Hi kittens, how are you? I know you are missing me today and I didn't want you to miss me, so I figured I'm going to record this. Just to let you know, I'm doing this in one take. That is it. I'm not going to record this 16 million times, so you get me with errors and all. So sorry I couldn't be with you again today. I have a training this afternoon. I would much rather be teaching you guys. So what we're doing today is we need to learn how to annotate text. So before you can write your argumentative essays, we need to really learn how to close read a piece of writing, a text. So you have a handout in front of you. It says close reading and annotation. Looks like this. I want to go through what you're going to do with an article. The second thing you have, and that's the article we're going to be working with, is called The Science Behind Captain America's Shield, the Hulk's Anger, and More. That's what you're going to be annotating tonight. This is a practice article. This is not an article you will be using for your essays. Some of you are very upset about that. But I'm kind of a superhero geek, so that's why you get that article. Plus it had to do with science. I thought it'd be kind of cool. Anyway, let's take a look at the one that says close reading and annotation. You need to read over this more in depth. I'm kind of giving you the highlights here. When we close read a text, that we're looking at it at a deeper level. That means we're not just reading it once. You guys saw that when we did the Mars article and the article on Elon Musk. You guys read those several times. You kept reading them, you kept reading them, you kept reading them. That's a close reading. But now we're going to learn how to do a little more with it so that we actually remember what we've read and that sort of thing. I'm really good at this, huh? All right, kittens. Take a look at it. The first thing you want to do with a text is you want to number it. I have in front of me that same text you have in front of you about Captain America. And lucky for you, I already numbered it. So you just go through and you number the paragraphs. You have all done this before. Okay? First step of annotating is numbering the paragraphs. The second one is to chunk the text. Right now on this particular assignment, I chunked it for you. And this one's easy because they each have these little areas that say target. So all your chunks come after those. Okay? So your first chunk should be after paragraph 5. After you chunk it, it says to underline and circle. If you look, it says in each chunk, circle or highlight any words that you don't understand. So in this first chunk, which is all of paragraphs 1 through 5, you're going to read through it, and the first time you read through, you are just looking for words you don't get. So let's pretend I don't know what the word manipulate means. I would circle it. Maybe I don't know what thermal convection is. Convection. And let's see, there's any other words that look like they might be a little bit troublesome? You might have more, and that is totally fine if you have more words. Or maybe you have every notion of what convection means. That's okay too. So go through, and I want you to read that first section and highlight any words you don't understand. And if my substitute for the day could pause the video at this point so that everybody could read and highlight, give them a couple of minutes to do that, that would be amazing. Okay, after you have done the vocab part of it and circled the words, if you look, it says on the left side you're going to write a short 10-word summary of each chunk. The left side of your paper, you have a whole margin. This is where you are writing a summary. We're talking 10 words, folks. We are not talking this should be a giant thing. So 5th hour especially, you are not writing a novel here. 10 words just so you get the idea of what that chunk is talking about. On the right side, this side here, this is where you are going to, you have 2 goals there, and it is written on your paper. So you're going to draw a picture of what you see in your mind's eye, and ignore this little comic here. What does that mean in your mind's eye? That means what is it from this section that you can picture most in your head? And then ask questions about anything you are unsure of. So if there's something in here you don't understand, you're going to ask questions. Write a question here. Okay, so we know to go over that stuff. Again, this is a practice article, but I really want you to go through it, and I want you to do that in these articles. So your assignment for tomorrow is to first read through the close annotation a little better. Okay, I kind of went through it quickly. I want you to read through that first. In fact, maybe the sub could actually read that with you and before you guys get started. Then go through this again, and you're doing that for each chunk. So your first chunk is after paragraph 5. Your next chunk is after paragraph 10. Then you have another one after 14, another one after 17, and paragraph 18 is sort of on its own as a chunk. So for each chunk, you're doing 3 things. You first read through it to highlight or circle any words that you don't know or understand. Next, you write a short 10-word summary of each chunk. And then finally, on the right side is when you draw a picture of what's in your mind's eye and you ask questions about anything you are unsure of. I know you were all probably got this already, but any words that you circle before you go and write your summaries, you should look those up. I have plenty of dictionaries in the back of my room. You are welcome to use them. 7th hour, I'm talking to you. At the end of 7th hour, if you could put them away, that would be lovely. Okay, kittens, this is due for tomorrow, and we will go over it together and see how you did. And from there, if you have questions, you can still email to me tonight, runhaysrun@gmail.com. You all know that. That's it. I'm out.